Hi everybody, this is Dan LaMontagne. It is Friday, April 8th, 2011. Well, today we have some very interesting news on the economic front. We have a member of the the Fed, the Federal Reserve, which has now come out and stated that he dissents that we need this quantitative easing going through the month of June. So currently we have the Fed printing money and buying U.S. Treasuries to try to stimulate the economy into the month of June. But what this board member is now saying is that we do not need this program anymore because it's causing inflation, and the risk going forward is greater than the reward that he sees that he initially saw back in March. Because in March, the Fed was unanimous in that we needed to have this quantitative easing all the way through June. But now this Fed board member or chairperson or whoever it was is now saying that we need to stop quantitative easing as soon as possible before it gets out of hand. Now, he then doubles back and says, but wait, the Fed did actually cause a lot of benefit over this period of time, and that it's done its job. So don't blame the Fed is basically what he's saying. He's just saying going forward the Fed needs to be more careful. Well, this is a load of baloney because obviously the markets are not reacting to his backpedaling on that statement. They're reacting to the fact that now even the Fed doesn't believe for sure that quantitative easing is the solution. And because of this, we just saw silver hit over $40 an ounce. Gold is at an all-time high of $14.40 an ounce, I think. Now we have oil, which is now $110 a barrel. I mean, these are major indicators which show that inflation is just not going in the opposite direction. It's not deflation, it's inflation. So I think that it's a pretty good indicator that we are heading in the wrong direction, and it certainly shows what kind of reaction the markets are having to this type of news. People are scared in the inflation direction, and with good reason. That's where you really need to be looking for your news, is how the markets react to these type of things. I mean, they are very erratic, and certainly markets do overreact sometimes, but we have really been on the trajectory of inflation for a long time. I mean, look at the price of silver and gold. They've just been going up, 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 up. There's just no two ways about it. Pretty soon silver is going to hit its nominal all-time high. Even though the market was nearly cornered 30 years ago, it's going to break through that nominal high fairly soon. I think it's only got like $10 more to go or something like that. I'm not sure how many more dollars it nominally has to go, but it's going to break through that. Not a problem at all. I'm sure it's going to go well above that. In other news, we have our Congress, which is no better than the last Congress, really, because while we have symbolic efforts to reduce our spending, this Congress is doing us no favors because it's now trying to fight reckless spending by proposing budgets which have no impact on our deficit whatsoever. So what we're basically doing is we are fighting this crusade in Washington for more conservative ideals and more conscientious spending policies. And if we win, if the Republicans win, I mean, I'm not a Republican. I'm a libertarian. But if the Republicans win, if the conservatives win and actually manage to get everything they want, what have they done? Well, they've done probably one of the worst things they can do for this economy, because what they're going to do is they're going to show that the Republicans were able to succeed, and then were able to get all of their agendas passed, were able to slash spending, and watch. The economy is going to fall apart anyway. I mean, the Republicans are not promising any green pastures on the opposite side of this whole thing, but we're going to see major collapses in the economy while the Republicans are getting what they want, which is basically going to show the world that, at the very best, it's going to show that neither party knows what it's doing. At the very worst, it's going to cause the Republicans to get booted in the next election for causing more damage to the economy. At least that's what the popular opinion might show. So I certainly don't believe that the Republicans and John Boehner are doing us any favors. They're cutting a sliver out of this debt pie. Not even a sliver. They're taking a cherry out of the filling, and they're calling that fiscal responsibility. They're not cutting a major slice out of this. They're not doing anything. I mean, this is nothing. The fact that this is even going on is totally symbolic, and I honor all those senators out there who are certainly trying to push for bigger things, but have found that this is the only possible thing to get passed. But I still think that whether or not this is the honorable and the right thing to do, it is certainly not going to, in the end, do us any good, because we're just not cutting enough, fast enough out of this debt and out of this deficit, which is in the trillions. They're both in the trillions. So, anyway, well, that's it for today, and I will make a new video soon. Thanks.